What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys might have seen, or maybe this is the first time you're seeing it, we are getting a new event again, literally 2 weeks after certain event has started. If you guys have been watching my channel for quite a long period of time, or maybe just like a few months, you would have known that usually I do these should you pull videos, right? For every event banner that's coming out, and usually I'd be like, oh, should you pull this banner, should you not? Blah, 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 why not? Read through some text in A-ship and talk about blah, whatever. And usually those are like 3 weeks in between each other. This time, 2 weeks. Awesome. Thank you, Yostar. I really feel like you're trying to take all the money out of my freaking wallet. Because you know what? You're putting these events so tight together. You just give me this feeling of you're trying to test our limit. Like test the limit of how frequently you can release events to squeeze out the last cent out of all your player base's wallet so you can earn more money while releasing events. Whatever. I don't care. I love the game. Okay, so I'll let this slide. Now, let's go back to the announcement. Thank God this time this event will last a bit longer, 3 weeks, where mainly it is like 2 weeks of event stages and then 1 more week of event shop. So that's the typical stuff we get. And this time around, we are getting quite a few good stages for farming materials, by the way. So that's pretty nice to have. I might do a lot of grinding. Since I haven't done a lot of grinding for ages. Pretty looking forward to this. We have 4 new operators, 3 of which are only for pulling, which is Blemishine, Aostar, and Bubble. 1 only from playing the event, which is Wishlash. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Usually you guys know how I would go about like, now it's time to give you the short answer of should you pull or not, yes or no. Like the most frequent one we get is like Certa is like definitely yes. That video didn't really get much view because everyone's like, why would you be asking that question? Even though I went into a bit more depth about Certa, but fine, people knew that they all want to pull Certa anyway, so that's fine. And then I would do no's in like I think I had a video in the past where I told you guys not to pull. It's just that I don't really remember which one. So let's ignore that for now. But this time around, I can't really give you such straight answers because the situation is complicated. So I'll split it into 2 types of people, okay? Obviously, I will ignore this, like, I will ignore those people who are like super whales or just want to pull for waifu. Those are not in my system. I'll talk about 2 types of people. First type of you is those of you who are monthly pack purchases or monthly card buyers who get a pretty generous amount of pulls saved up per month. You guys can give this banner a shot, even though you might have gone full out on certain banner. You can still give this banner a shot. I would say at most perhaps 50 pulls, depending on the schedule that Yosa wants to release the next chapter, chapter 8, or those of you who got really lucky on that Certa banner, like those people who's flexing on my Certa pool videos, I got Certa in only 1 single pool ticket, oh my god, I feel so lucky, I want to flex on everybody else, screw you all you, nothing. You know, those kind of people where you still have a lot of saved up pools, sure, give this a banner a try, don't go too deep. Again, if you're not a whale, do not go all in on this banner for your own sake. So those kind of people can do like 50 pulls maybe, give this banner a try, get your first 6 star, if not, fine. Second type of gamers are those people who went all in on Certa banner and just like, they just ran dry, right? And you're not a monthly card buyer, don't buy monthly packs, completely free to play, I would recommend you do not pull on the Blemishine banner. Now, there's a lot of reasons, but mainly it is from my personal experience because I've suffered from pulling this banner. But before all of that, first, let's look at the operator. This time around, I will not be going to a ship. Instead, I'll be going to my own Chinese account. Now, this is my Blemishine, okay? Only level 56, only P1, not even M3 in any of the skills, but I'd say I've had a fair share in using all of her skills in different situations, and I feel like I know her well enough to explain to you guys this exact thing purely by my own experience. First of all, let's look at her talent. Talent 1. When Blemishine is on the field, all operators that can only recover SP by taking attack will also gain SP when they're attacking. This is a very limited use case, but this is one of the main use cases that you might want to get Blemishine. I'll talk about that later. Talent 2. Blemishine can attack and will prioritize attacking those enemies that are put into sleep. Also, when doing that, she has an increased attack to 140%, with potential that grows to 144%. Not the biggest deal. Talent, decrease DP, decrease redeploy time, gain attack, second talent buff, and then decrease DP. Not the most impressive stuff. Sure. Now, she is a healing tank, right? If you look at her traits, she's a defense character, she's a healing character, and she's a DPS, which isn't really a good sign if you know how, like the newer balanced, quote unquote, balanced operators work in Arknights. There are usually too balanced that they kind of suck in a lot of way. But either ways, let's look at her skill. Now, first skill, which is usually how we use in Zarya, right? The main skill for healing tanks, where they are like dealing most healing. For her, she will deal 230%, goes to 360% damage in the next hit, also recovering a nearby ally unit by 130, goes up to 150% and M3% of HP. So this is like Zarya skill 1, but this skill will only activate when she's attacking. So unlike Zarya, where whenever an ally goes to like below 50% HP, she will heal straight away. This skill can only heal when Blemishine attacks. First skill. Second skill is the whole putting enemies to sleep thing, right? But first of all, you see how this skill only recharges when she's taking damage. This is when her talent can come in play, but this is not the main thing. Now, increase attack by 80%. This will go up to 110% at M3. Immediately let all the enemy in her square, in the exact square that she's at, fall into sleep. When the enemies are falling into sleep, they are invincible and cannot move. Now, only Blemishine can attack those units that are asleep. So it's like, yeah, killing enemies when they're asleep. Nice night. Also, all nearby allies will heal equivalent to 20% of her attack at M3 per second. So this is like AoE heal and kind of stalling the enemy. This skill will last for 10 seconds no matter the skill level, but the SP cost will drop down to 12 at M3. That's like quite a decent skill, Now skill 3. Skill 3 is where I feel Hypergriff went too far in balancing. Okay? First of all, this skill can last up to 30 seconds, which is really awesome, knowing that the SP cost can drop down to 25 at M3. First of all, attack increased by 110%. Really awesome, right? Defense increased by 60%, which is actually very important for her since that her base defense isn't really the highest. I think it's around like 600-ish. So yeah, that's pretty good. Every attack deals additional 100% arch damage at M3, also recovering another nearby allies' HP by 150% of her attack. I mean 100% of her attack. This is my biggest issue. You see how I mentioned another ally unit? Yes, skill 3 does not heal Blemishine herself. But this skill only generates SP when she's taking damage. How does that add up? Right? Yeah, the area of this, like the healing area of this skill is pretty nice. It's like pretty wild. But still, when you're having a skill that requires her getting hit to regenerate, she can't even heal herself? Are you joking me? This is my biggest problem with hyperglyph quote unquote balancing operators. Because if this limitation didn't exist, this skill would have been awesome. But nope, it has to be another ally operator. So what this skill is good for is, let's say if you have Surtur using her skill, you can combine this skill, like activate this skill with Surtur's skill so that you can provide that extra healing for Surtur. That's pretty decent, I would say. And either ways, like Surtur would be dealing a lot of damage, so Blemishine would probably be safe anyway. But that's the first use case, and that's not the biggest use case. Because if you think about it, right, Surtur will die no matter what. Yes, Blemishine can deal a lot of healing. I would say about, I think her max attack is like 581, so 580 at max trust. 580 plus like 110%, that's like, you know, over 1,000 heal per hit. And her attack interval is like 1.2 seconds. So that's quite a lot of healing per second. But that's about it. She's good at healing another operator. And you can have medics that do the same. Or even if you can get like, let's say Warfare skill 1, she can heal Surtur even better than this. There is no need for this. So this is when I have to talk about the other use of her first talent. It is what is coming next. Now, look at the Chinese event release schedule. They had the summer event with Eunectors, they had Surtur event, they had Granny event after that, but that rerun we've already had, so we're skipping that. They had this event, Maria Nero. The next event is, well, not really event, but the next thing is chapter 8, which comes with a new limited banner. Remember how I said that if you have enough full for a limited banner, you can give this banner a try? Because this limited banner has a really important operator defender called Mudrock. Yes, that Mudrock. And if you spend all your pools like me on Nero and you don't have enough pool for the limited banner, you will end up like me. Do you see how even though I'm on Verity, I'm missing a 6-star defender? I'm missing out on Mudrock. And Mudrock turns out to be really OP. And her main skill only recharges when she is taking damage, which works really well with Blemishine. But you see how this works? Blemishine makes Mudrock better. But Mudrock is already OP. Blemishine on herself isn't really that big of a deal. You already have Saria for the healing. You already have other operators for dealing the damage. You don't need a defender to deal the damage. You have Surtur, if you got lucky enough to get her. But you don't need Nero, right? So if you do what I did, you went out for Blemishine, and you don't have enough pool for the limited banner, and you don't get Mudrock, you're screwed. You're screwed just like me, because Mudrock is really OP, and I'm really regretting not getting her. So, for all of you out there who doesn't have that much of a pool for a limited banner, I would recommend, please wait. Please save up your pools. Don't make the mistake I made and miss out on the limited banner. because you will regret, just like I did. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If yes, maybe hit that like button, maybe subscribe, maybe, you know, join that member, even though I haven't really been releasing any member only benefits, but you know, it's a good support. And hopefully with more members, I can make more videos faster in the future. And maybe I will split out from only like these info and pooling videos, and maybe I can do like more interesting videos in the future. I don't know about that yet, but maybe if I can get enough, you know, views and, you know, memberships, I can make more videos for you guys. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.